All right, and we are live. So, hello and welcome everyone to today's new and AI stream. We'll wait a couple of seconds so all the live channels are connecting and everyone can join the stream. And we will kick off in 30 seconds. So, if you are here already, hello and welcome. We have some very exciting things today to showcase. There have been quite some new releases, new state-of-the-art models for specific tasks, and lots of other things that were released. Yeah, and I can see that we have our first viewers here. So yeah, hello and welcome again. Yeah, and we can start right now. So the first interesting thing is we have a new CodeLlama model. So currently we only had smaller CodeLlama models. The biggest one was the 30 billion parameter one. Now we have an official release of the 70 billion CodeLlama version, which is super cool. We have three different models: a base model that you can fine tune, a model that is specifically made for Python code, and we have the instruct model, which is really great to build things like ChatGPT or some kind of chat interface. Yeah, these models can be used for like code generation, tasks like this. What is really great here is that the Llama models in the past have basically been improved by the community a lot. There are many projects out there that improved, for example, Llama 2. So that's really cool to see. It's really great to see that the community here can do something. And yes, so let's take a closer look here. So the 70 billion instruct model version achieves 76% on human eval, making it one of the highest performing open models available for code today, which is super cool to see that we have a the most powerful open source model for code that is open source. It's really great. Yeah, and they are also writing here, it's great for fine-tuning code generation models. So if you need something with a specific task to be done, you can just use the base model and fine-tune it for all your needs. It's already available right here on Hugging Face. You can see the older model versions are these ones. And then we have the new 7 billion parameter version right here, all the three different versions. You can find all the links to this down in the description. CodeLlama is released under the same license as the old Llama models. So yeah, you can have up to, I think it was 700 million monthly users. Yeah, for that you don't really need a license, or you can use it with the current license. Yeah, if you have more than 700 million users, yeah, you kind of need to talk to them and try to get a license. So yeah, you don't need to be worried if you're just building a cool application, as long as you're not one of the tech giants like Microsoft or Apple or whatever. You are fine to build with this model. So yeah, super cool to see this. Here are actually some benchmarks. So on the left side we have all the models. On the right side we have three different evaluation methods. Here we have the base model. You can see the different parameter versions right here. And we have the instruct and the Python model. And in comparison, for example, unfortunately, we don't have GPT-4 benchmark results, but we have one for the human eval. So here, GPT-4 scored 76%, and the biggest, newest CodeLlama version scored 75%. So yeah, we are getting close to these closed source models, which is really amazing to see. Yeah, you can see that the other benchmarks are also, in comparison to other open source models, are really great. So yeah, this is really exciting to see. All right, yeah, and I hope the community will make this even better. All right, let's jump over from CodeLlama to the new embedding models that OpenAI released. So here's their blog post. We can also go a little bit into detail here. So they have released the text embedding model small and the text embedding large. You can see all the models are kind of named with this 3. And yeah, this is just a trade-off between cost and accuracy. You can see down here that they improved from 31% to 44% with these two new models, while reducing the price 5x. Yeah, which is amazing to see. You can see that per 1k tokens, you now pay 0.00002 cents. So yeah, that's amazing to see. Better performance for smaller cost is always great. Yeah, the link to this is also down in the description if you want to dive in deeper here. And yeah, there are also some other updates to the OpenAI API, like the new GPT 3.5 Turbo model, um, upgraded GPT-4 Turbo, what was released just a couple of weeks ago. The moderation model was also updated if you're interested in that. Yeah, and they also kind of updated their internal dashboard. Yeah, it looks pretty great. You can see all the requests from all the models. Yeah, and there's also a better way to manage API keys, which is also a feature that many people ask for, and yeah, a feature that we now have. All right, so yeah, super cool stuff from OpenAI. Let's jump over to another thing from OpenAI. So soon you will be able to mention custom GPTs right within your normal ChatGPT conversation, which is super useful because most GPTs are built for a very specific reason. And this is a great way to kind of use these GPTs right within your normal conversations, and not only for the specific reason that you're using the GPT for. And I think this can be very helpful also connecting all of these different GPTs into a single chat. So you have kind of all of these. I think OpenAI said that they have 3 million GPTs already built. Yeah, and with this, you basically have 3 million custom GPTs right at your fingertips, right within your chat. So yeah, I think this is a great feature. I was wondering about this actually for a long time if OpenAI will build something like this, where you have like one main agent um, or yeah, main conversation where you can then use multiple of these custom GPTs. Yeah, I thought they might actually build a GPT that can use other GPTs, but having this in this conversational way is also very nice. All right, then let's jump over to X or Twitter. And this is a really cool kind of instruction how you can fine tune the new Mixtral model for your use case instead of using GPT-4. Yeah, and you can save a lot of cash with this because using GPT-4 is still somewhat expensive depending on the use case. Yeah, and with this, you can maybe use the much smaller Mixtral model for the use case with about the same performance. So how you can do this? So you start with the most powerful model, GPT-4, and you generate some high quality inputs and outputs. Then you store these things. Yeah, they can be easily exported, um, and you use basically these generations as training data for your as data for your fine tuning process. So you need about 100 to 500 plus. I guess the more the better. Request response pairs. Export them. Um, Yeah, and then you can use this data set on an AI service like Together or Anyscale to then fine tune the Mixtral model. Yeah, and it's super easy to do. Here he writes that you can also fine tune GPT 3.5 if you want to. But yeah, he mentioned that he got better results from Mixtral. And yeah, with this, you have your fine tuned Mixtral model, which is doing basically as good as GPT-4 on your specific tasks. So yeah, that's super cool to see that we can actually use a smaller model, reduce the cost, and have about the same performance for a very specific task. Super cool to see this. Yeah, you can also find the link to this tweet down in the description. Yeah, and maybe you can start fine-tuning your own models. All right, there are more things that I want to show you today. So Chrome, the biggest browser that is being used by basically the most amount of peoples, is getting some AI features. So that's worth to take a look here. The first thing is smartly organize your tabs. So you can click this drop down right here, click organize tabs, search for groups, and then Chrome will automatically kind of group all your browser tabs. This is especially useful if you're a developer or someone who has many tabs open. I know this is a struggle. So yeah, having this feature will be very nice. Then you can create your themes with AI. Yeah, nothing crazy here, but if you're interested in this, you can create your own Chrome themes. I think it's still great for customization. It's very easy to do. So yeah, that's cool. And I think now the most interesting thing is help drafting things on the web. So right here, they have this screenshot where they're showing this feature. So they are on this kind of contact us form. And right here, the user just wrote one single sentence. So I'm interested in this place. Do you allow dogs? And then you can open this pop-up right here where you can improve your writing. So it takes your text as input and then kind of rewrites your text much better and much more professional. You can also choose the length and tone. So yeah, I think this is very cool. You have AI right at your fingertips, right within your browser where you're working. Yeah, I think this is a great feature, and I can't wait to get my hands on this. It's currently still rolling out, so yeah, it might take some time until you see this in your Chrome version. But yeah, if they are already announcing it right here, we will get this quite shortly, I guess. All right, the next thing is from Microsoft. And this is actually a kind of tool that helps you to read English text better. So let's jump in right here. So this is a very good introduction sentence right here. It's well known that reading is foundational to a student's academic success. Studies show that fluent readers are 4 times more likely to graduate high school and get better jobs. And this is basically a tool that you can use right within your browser to actually practice reading. So there's already a screenshot here, but I have the application open right here. So this is the dashboard. Let's practice reading. You can either choose to create a story using AI, and then you can click a couple of things here, for example, frog in a castle, and then these texts will be generated. And let's maybe showcase how this looks really quick. So let's choose level 1. And now you have to give permission to your microphone, and now you have to read this text right here. And after you read this text, you get this preview right here. So pronunciation accuracy is 99%, reading time is 19 seconds. Words to practice are right here. So yeah, I think this is great. It's free to use. I think this could be a very nice tool to learn English. Yeah, especially because you would need a real person that is really good in English to practice this otherwise. And yeah, having this kind of online tool that can always help you, that does not get tired or is not there, is a really great thing. That Microsoft is releasing here. You can also find the link to this down in the description. You can also find it at coach.microsoft.com. You can check it out on your own, test your pronunciation accuracy for different texts and text difficulties. Make sure to check it out. All right, and that's it for today. So if you are new here and you are interested in these technologies, make sure to check out lablab.ai. We have 2 very cool hackathons coming up. One is the GPT-4 powered hackathon in collaboration with TrueError. With TrueError, you can kind of evaluate the OpenAI generations and then iterate on this and improve them. And we also have this Phi 2 hackathon coming up. It's a pretty small model, but because this model is so small, it opens up a lot of possibilities for new kinds of applications. So yeah, if you're interested in this, make sure to check it out, find a nice team, learn a lot new things, and build really epic things. All right, yeah, that's it for today. Today was a quick one, but yeah, thanks to everyone who was watching, and I will see you next Tuesday. So yeah, have a great rest of the day, and bye-bye.